gang, welcome back. Today is a very exciting day on the channel because we are starting a brand new project. This is a Razor SX500. It's like a tiny little children's electric pit bike. And today we are gonna be taking it from 36 volts and 500 watts to a lot more. This is everything we need to upgrade to a 72 volt system, and we'll talk about how much power it's gonna make a little later in the video. But you know, believe it or not, this is like brand new territory for me. I know absolutely nothing about motorcycles. I know even less about electronics, but I was inspired by my guy surronster on YouTube. Hey buddy, you wanna say hi? Yeah. This is Saba, by the way. You may already be familiar with surronster. He makes awesome videos with his Surron, and he has worked with Razor and with a company called Electro & Co. And they make a kit for these bikes that'll make just insane power. It's also a 72 volt system. Now, nothing against that kit, it's just like $1,500. So today, I thought we'd try to build an equivalently insane bike only using parts from Amazon and upgrade this little thing to just be stupid fast. Now, normally I would start with a test ride, but unfortunately, it's not running. I don't know if you can tell from the Hulk stickers, but I did purchase this from a child. I got this off of Facebook Marketplace. It's not currently running. It was running. I don't know what I did wrong, but it doesn't matter because we are literally changing the entire drivetrain, like everything, the throttle, the controller, the motor, the battery. And then in future episodes, we're gonna make it beautiful and cool to look at. And we're gonna fix all of the little things that are wrong on here, upgrade the brakes, maybe upgrade the suspension a little bit more. We got a lot to do on the project, but today is all about making stupid power. So I think the first order of business is to tear everything apart and see what's underneath all of these plastics. Okay, now that the fairings are off, we can kind of see what we're working with here. Up top, we have this itty bitty controller. This is adorable. Just really quickly, for comparison's sake, this is the controller we're putting in it. That versus that. I don't even, like this technically, I don't even think will fit. So we're gonna have to get kind of creative with how we squeeze it in there. But anyway, the only other thing of note on this is that the previous owner technically did upgrade the batteries. This comes from the factory with 3 12 volts. It looks like he replaced them with 3 15 volts, but it would only get me up to, I don't know, maybe 15 miles an hour, which by the way, on dirt and on a children's toy, 15 miles an hour is kind of quick. Or at least it makes me a little bit nervous. So I'm excited to see how this is gonna feel at like 45, which by the way is our goal top speed. We'll do a top speed run once everything is working. But anyway, we will not need these 3 measly 15 volts. Not only are they lead acid batteries, so they're super heavy, but also they're tiny and they don't flow a lot of power. This, on the other hand, flows a ton more power. It's all wrapped up in packaging, so you can't really see it, but this is a 72 volt, 20 amp hour lithium ion battery. Believe it or not, I did actually get this from Amazon, and if you're gonna build a bike like this, the battery is 100% gonna be the most expensive part. The last thing about this bike that we should take note of is that the previous owner did put a shock from a downhill mountain bike on here. Okay, next step is to remove the batteries, the controller, and of course the motor back here, because we also have a replacement for that. Is it belly rub time? Okay, fair enough. You've been working hard. Okay, old powertrain is completely out. Everything's stripped down. This is the new stuff. First and foremost, we have the motor. It is by Vivor. This is the exact same motor that a lot of different companies make. This was just the best price that I could find. It is 72 volts, rated for 3,000 watts continuous output. So already, that is 6 times the power, essentially, that this bike previously had. That's gonna be insane. But I did a little math, and actually I think it's gonna run at well over 3,000. That's just what it's rated for continuously. And actually, if you get a kit from Electro & Co., if I'm not mistaken, those are also rated for 3,000 continuous, but they're labeled as a 5,000 watt kit. Anyway, this is a very, very similar motor to something you'd find in that kit. The controller is also 72 volts, 3,000 watts, but actually it's rated for 65 amps continuous. 72 times 65 is a little bit more than 3,000. I'm not sure exactly what that's gonna mean when it's matched up with the motor, but we'll see. These ended up coming with a wiring diagram that's gonna be, oh, wait a second. Even right side up, it's confusing. I don't know what anything does. So the wiring is definitely gonna be the difficult part. And then we got the big thing, the battery. Like I mentioned, 72 volts, 20 amps. I think it's a peak output of like 100 amps, continuous 50, which is more than enough, I think. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but when I'm sitting on this, my butt is like right above the rear wheel. Like I sit like that. So, you know, the pivot point for like popping a wheelie is literally right below my butt. So it's gonna wanna flip like every time I hit the throttle. Last couple things, we have our key on and voltage meter. So that way we can keep an eye on our volts. This should actually run a little bit higher than 72, probably around 80 or 82 volts. And then by the time it reaches down to about 60 volts, it'll be completely dead and ready to recharge. Hence why we need a voltmeter. It'll be easy to keep an eye on everything. Here we have a throttle. My favorite part about this is that the buttons are entirely clear and I definitely know what they mean. And lastly, we have our charging plug that's gonna link up to the battery. We also have our big heavy duty plug to link the battery to the controller. So that's really helpful because it'll be a lot safer than just like hardwiring it in. And we have our 5 amp charger that comes with the battery. Of course, all of these links are gonna be in the description. If you want to build something like this, I'll have everything down below, including a listing for an SX500. This is gonna require a ton of custom wiring. So I'm gonna get started. Again, I really don't know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna try to figure it out. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Now. Oh, don't lick it. We got to pause on the build. Saba needs attention. So, okay, I gotta get back to work. Okay, I think it's mostly ready. Because this isn't a, you know, definitive off-the-shelf kit, I had to do some custom wiring here for the throttle. These switches I've figured out mean speed 1, speed 2, speed 3, and then forward and reverse. I wired those up, you know, with my best guess here. I don't think it's probably gonna work the first try, but otherwise everything is ready to go. I do have my cutoff switch wired into the positive here. Not entirely sure this is rated for the amperage we're putting through it, but whatever. Then I have my new charging plug wired in directly to the battery and all of the phase wires and all that good stuff hooked up. Now, hypothetically, this should work. Speed 1, forward. Okay, so that is V0 of the build complete. Turns out I didn't have all of the wires hooked up correctly, and also at the same time, I didn't turn it on. I feel like I should clarify, this is all temporary. I have hooked up all the wires. If you are gonna do this kit and you need to get the right wire connections, just screenshot this. I got the battery all ratchet strapped in. You know, the most expensive part of this entire build. A ratchet strap should be fine. In the second part of this build series, I will create a little bit of an enclosure to to clamp down on this and keep it all safe and protected. The only other mystery right now is that I don't know the voltage we're running at, because that's the one wire I can't figure out, which is the voltage meter, but that's all right. Otherwise, all of this stuff is super temporary. It's just zip tied in. I just want to be able to test drive it. Let's do the inaugural throttle flip. Hold on. Oh my God. Oh my God. I gotta grab my helmet. I'm all gloved up. I got my helmet on. That was only mode 1. So I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little scared. First question is, can it do a burnout? Yep. Okay, now is the real test. Oh geez. Okay, I'm gonna lean way forward. Also, I'd like to apologize in advance for my thighs. Was not aware that these shorts would, you know, display this much of my thighs, so please just ignore. Okay, I'm gonna get going first. Roll it out. Everything's working fine. Brakes are working. Okay. I'm gonna start on the sidewalk because I don't want to get hit by a car. Okay. Oh my God. Holy shit. Oh my God, bro. Are you joking me right now? Oh, it's on the mid. Oh. Holy shit. Oh my Jesus Christ. Wait, is that actually mode 1? Hold on. Okay, mode 1. Yep. Okay, so that is mode 1. Jesus Christ, it keeps trying to throw me off the back. Okay. Oh God. Holy shit, dude. It just keeps pulling. Oh my God. What the fuck? Like, I knew it was gonna be fast. Not this fast. Jesus, I would have worn not shorts. Okay. Oh God damn. It really wants to lift the front. Okay, I gotta scoot forward. Oh Jesus Christ, dude. Okay, for the record, it is a lot of fun. Like, I'm not expressing how fun it is because I'm kind of stressed, but God damn. Okay, let's make sure we're okay here. Taking off from a slow speed is the toughest part. Oh God damn, dude. Okay, I'll go. This is mode 2. Mode 2. Okay. Oh God, dude, this is a terrible idea. Okay, even there, I'm probably going, I don't know, 20 miles an hour. It's trying to, it literally just lifted the front wheel. God damn. Okay. I don't mean to be dramatic, and I promise I'm not like playing this up for the YouTube video. That is super sketchy, like in a really fun way, like crazy. But that's just on the street. Like, that's on flat ground, the easiest terrain you could possibly think of. I'm gonna ride this around some more just on the street, get used to it. But next video, I think we should take it on the dirt and see what it can do. There is definitely something about the size of it and the geometry where your butt is kind of like really close to the back wheel that it keeps trying to throw me off the back. It's also worth keeping in mind that I'm a relatively tall guy and a relatively heavy guy, so my center of gravity is up pretty high, but also I weigh like 200 pounds, and this thing is like crazy. If you weighed like 160, dude, it's over, dude. It's over. Dude, this thing is like legitimately a death trap. Hold on, let's see. It's recording now.
Okay. Would you like a sip of the potion?
That's tempting. No, I'm okay. I'm okay.
Okay. Take her to the streets.
Dude, I'm so nervous. I don't want to get hit by a car.
I'd be more nervous if I was the car and saw you coming.
I'm so intimidating right now. Here we go. It'll just pull the front wheel up. Normally I'm not scared by stuff like this. I'm really frightened by it, dude. Okay, do you want to try it?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. What's your strategy going into this? What are you thinking?
I think the first thing is I have to come and tame the vehicle.
Yeah.
Make sure I got it under control. I know how she moves.
Sure, sure.
And then let her run, baby.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Do you see what I mean about just like crazy sensitive?
Dude, it is so powerful. Holy. You're like one wrong wrist twitch away from just flying off the back.
And you can feel like you can actually, because the front suspension's so bad, you can hear it clunk because it lifts up the front. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll like lift up the front suspension so much that it'll like clunk. Were you going full throttle?
I don't even know. I was definitely beating the cars though.
Yeah.
If I needed to make trips without going on the highway, this is perfect.
That's a good way to put it. That's a good way to put it.
You can hit a comfortable 30 on this, no problem.
Yeah, no problem.
No problem.
I think in mode 3, we should be able to hit about 45, but I think I'm going to do a test.
Let's test it.
Okay, I got my personal protective equipment on. This is the best thing I could find. If you're an OG subscriber, you might recognize these overalls. Also, I think this jacket is maybe my grandpa's. I don't know, I found it in a closet. This is important because I think we're gonna do the top speed run. The only problem is the GoPro stopped working. Again, it tends to do that for some reason. So we won't be able to get it on GoPro, but I'm gonna track it with an app. So at least we will have some indication of what the initial top speed is. This is gonna be, I think, probably the last time I ever ride it on the street or do a top speed run, because I'm not good enough at riding two-wheeled vehicles to do this. So I'm gonna do it once and hope it goes okay. Let's just casually go out here and see. Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Let's check it out.
That was fucking terrifying, dude. Okay, come on. 34? That's lame. Only 34? Oh, God. What's our goal, 45? This sounds like an excuse. It is slightly uphill coming this way. So maybe we go the opposite way and then we average them.
Okay.
Okay, one more run. Let's do it. Hey, Dad.
I just didn't know if, you know, what you guys are doing.
I don't know.
He's alive.
Okay, 37. Okay, so now to be fair, I didn't charge the bike. Like I just kind of took it out of the thing and charged it for maybe 10 minutes. So this battery is on whatever percentage it was when it left the factory. I think that might have something to do with the top speed. I'm hoping we can hit 45. That's my goal. We might change out some sprockets or some whatever, make it faster. And the next build episode, we're gonna be upgrading the brakes because we definitely need it. It's super sketchy right now. And we'll be upgrading the aesthetics and a number of other things on the bike. So stick around for more content on this stupid little bike if you want to. Don't worry, we have a ton of cool Dory the E36 build episodes coming up. There's a lot of cool projects. I just thought it would be kind of fun to dip our toe into electric vehicles a little bit and build something stupid and fun, you know what I mean? Okay, that's it for today's video. If you like the video, make sure to like the video. If you really like the video, make sure to subscribe. I make a new video every single week. Thank you so much for spending your time watching this video, and I will see you next time. Peace.